So guys, what is going on? I got some more BT9 gameplay for you guys. Down at the bottom, I am playing arguably one of the scariest decks of the format. That is going to be GrandisKuwagamon, a very aggressive green OTK deck. Probably one of the craziest one-stack decks we have seen in the game thus far. So we're just going to start things off with the green memory boost. Not seeing a level 3 is a little bit unfortunate, but we are just going to grab the Kokuamon off of the reveal there. Kokuamon's a really cool one. He is a actual 1-cost evolve level 3, but he does give Sec Attack +1 as a rookie inherited, which is really nice. So we are just going to go ahead and let our opponents start. We are going against X Antibody, another really powerful one-stack deck for the set 9 format. See the missile head guy hatch there, and then Ryudamon, followed by a Coda played for 4, revealing some cards and taking probably the Ginryu or the either the Ginryu, the Dorigomon, or the Oryu. We're going to see the level 4 taken there, and then putting the rest down at the bottom of the deck. So not the worst start. That's pretty much the ideal setup as you want to see Memory Tamer plus Rookie turn 1. Now I'm just going to go ahead and evolve my Kokuamon for a memory cost of 1, and then probably just going to start by evolving another champion for a 3 cost. And now we do have the GrandisKuwagamon in hand. However, you typically want to wait until you draw the promo GrandisKuwagamon, the one that gives Sec Attack +1 for the Digiburst 2 inherited. Really, the pairing of those two guys together is what you want to, is like the stack you want to establish. Now, I do go ahead and draw for the turn. I have the promo Akuamon there, and I'm not actually sure when this guy comes out. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he's a box topper for BT9. As of recording this, BT9 has not come out yet. Anyways, so Akuamon, really powerful card as well. Being able to give your opponent's Digimon, like, they lose a memory, or that your opponent loses a memory if those Digimon are suspended, is really powerful. And then Akuamon X paired with that, being able to suspend something and then reduce the Digivolve cost into an Insectoid, is really crazy. We are going to see a Dorigreymon moved up and then Digivolve, sticking a Hisaryu underneath, and then gaining the +1k until the end of the next turn, and then of course not being able to be deleted by card effects and can't be DP-reduced. But fortunately for us, we don't really care about either of those things. We're just going to see Oryu to pass it off. Again, now being able to protect from basically everything aside from being able to be bounced or deleted by battle. But of course, that Digimon is plus 3,000, I think. Oryu gives it 2k, and then the egg gives it 1k. So I believe it's sitting at like 15k, something like that. But regardless of what it is not going to be big enough. So we're just going to move out our Okumon and then Digivolve the Kokuamon X, followed by a Kabuterimon, just to cycle some cards, trying to draw into the GrandisKuwagamon there. Now I can go ahead and then Digivolve into the X Antibody Okumon, being able to suspend my opponent's Digimon here. Now I mentioned it earlier, but I should have gained a memory off of the suspension here, since my opponent's Oryu gained the effect of you lose a memory when you're suspended. So I should technically be at 3 here. But anyways, I'm going to just pass turn. I would have just played like a Lalamon or something to pass turn there. I really just need the GrandisKuwagamon to finish things off. And then we are going to see the Oryuken Digivolved for a cost of 7, deleting my big stack there. And then, of course, at the end of my opponent's turn, we are going to go ahead and stick back some materials to be able to gain some memory for each X Antibody returned this way. I believe it's non-Digi, Egg, X Antibody, Digimon, and then you gain 1 memory for each. So we're going to stick 4 materials back to the bottom of the deck in any order, and then our opponent is going to be able to gain 4 Alphamon Oryuken. Just an absolutely disgustingly broken card. Like, it's just why is this card 16,000? Why does it kill something on evolve, and you just evolve it for like a 3 cost basically? So we're going to go ahead and swing security. It does check 2 because of the Dorigreymon there, unsuspends because of the Oryu, and it's not dying to anything in security. And then we're just going to go ahead and pass turn by playing a Ryudamon for a cost of 3. Ryudamon will then reveal top 3, adding I believe it's a UG plus an X Antibody. So we're just going to grab any one of those cards, going to grab another Oryuken to pass the turn. Now, I am starting with 3 memory. I need pretty much just a GrandisKuwagamon, and I can turn this thing around while the Alphamon there is 16k, quite a big, definitely really strong there. I'm going to be able to do some of the really powerful plays that this deck has to offer. So we do see that I've got the Okumon plus the X antibody. So going to be able to suspend it this time. Do gain the memory off of the effect. Going to suspend the Mimi to be able to hatch another Digiegg to just cycle some more cards. So Lalamon into finally got the GrandisKuwagamon. And with all that, the pieces are assembled. And then of course Okumon X, if it wasn't broken already, going to let me Digivolve the GrandisKuwagamon for a cost of 2. And then of course also being able to give piercing is pretty crazy as well. So we're going to go ahead and detach 2 materials 2 times, a total of 4 materials, 4 sec attack plus 2, total of 3 checks on this Digimon. And then we're going to go ahead Digivolve the GrandisKuwagamon for a cost of 1. On Digivolve to suspend something, but of course both of our opponent's Digimon are suspended. By the way, this Digimon gets 4,000 randomly. Like, this card did not need 4,000 extra DP. It was already good enough. Like, why is it so big? And then we're going to get plus 2k from the Yokomon as well. Swinging over the Alphamon for 18,000, I think, piercing, checking 3 cards. Oh, and then of course at the end of the battle, it just unsuspends for some reason. And we're going to go ahead and repeat that process, killing the Ryudomon, checking the remainder of my opponent's security cards, hitting a black memory boost, which is a little bit scary if he does have, you know, a hybrid or something. We are definitely just out of luck there, but we're just going to go ahead and probably pass turn by playing like a Digimon, Digivolving a Weedmon. Nothing really significant, probably can't out the Grandis here with just a 5 memory. We're just going to go ahead and play the green memory boost, revealing some cards and grabbing the Kokuamon there, putting our opponent to 3. Of course, he will start with 4 if he chooses to bring up that Doraemon, since the Yuji is in play. So going to go 2-4, drawing an extra card as well. Off of the Yuji Musha effect. Then probably going to, you could establish like blockers, I guess, but blockers unfortunately just don't do anything against GrandisKuwagamon, because anytime it's done attacking, you can just like suspend something and unsuspend itself. So we're going to see the Ginryumon for a cost of 2, and then popping the black memory boost to go to 4 here, and then Digivolving the Doragreymon, protecting it from card effects and the like, but just really trying to cycle for something. If he had like a Alphamon, he doesn't have enough memory to go like Alphamon and then Oryu, except, oh, now he does actually. Because he is going to gain the 2 memory off of both the Dorumon, sticking in underneath the with the Doragreymon effect. So Alphamon plus Oryu could be really clutch, and then it'd be even more crazy if he had like the Oryu plus the regular Oryu plus the Oryukin. So we're just going to see Alphamon Digivolve for a cost of 3, and then go ahead and swing security, and then probably, yeah, so, oh, actually, yeah, that's actually crazy, because he's going to be able to stick the Oryumon with the Alphamon's Digivolve effect, and then of course devolve 1. So now all he needs to do is attack security and live this check, and then he unsuspends at the end of battle, and then Yuji is going to be able to stick something else to gain an extra memory. I don't think at this point my opponent had like any Dorugamons or any attack boost, because we are going to hit a GrandisKuwagamon. There were no attack boosts, DP boosts on this Alphamon stack, so we are just going to scoop it up, and that is just unfortunately going to be game for our, or for us rather. So then our opponent is going to go first this time, going to go ahead and Digivolve the Ryudomon plus Ginryu stack, putting me to 2, not a terrible start to things. We're just going to go ahead and evolve our Lalamon plus the Weedmon, and then probably just a green memory booster and a Kokumon or something to start searching. Green memory boost, it is going to reveal the top 4 cards of the deck, and then probably going to want to grab that GrandisKuwagamon, since we already have a level 4 in play as well as a level 5 in hand. The cool thing about this deck is that opposed to like Jesmon, where you need to like the perfect stack and like some other like 1-stack decks, maybe Ancient Red or something, this deck realistically you just need like GrandisKuwagamon plus Grandis, and all the other inheritables are just like icing on the cake, because that just, those 2 cards by themselves just let you check 6 cards and swing twice, which is just really crazy. So anyways, we're just going to see the same Doragreymon combo, putting me to 1 here. I'm going to go ahead and pop the green memory boost, digivolving the Okuamon for a cost of 3, drew into the GrandisKuwagamon, and then just going to play another green memory boost to guarantee ourselves the 3 memory the following turn, and then possibly trying to draw into like an Okuamon X or something. Hit the second Mimi, so probably not seeing Mimi this game. We're just going to grab the Kabuterimon off of the revealed cards, and then putting the rest at the bottom of the deck. So now our opponent is going to start at 3 memory, digivolving the Dorumon on top of the egg here. We could see something like an Alphamon combo, but he doesn't have like a UG established. He doesn't have any tamers like in play to guarantee him, memory the following turn. So we're just going to see a Dorumon played for the cost of 3. That is the new BT9 Dorumon, where it's just a ditch 1, draw 2 for any X antibody. So another pretty nice consistency card. So we're just trying to get to our stack here, playing the black memory boost, revealing the top 4 cards of the deck, seeing a Dorugreymon, Oryu as well. So probably going to want to take that Oryu because it seems like our opponent does not have any level 6s to work with. So that is indeed what we're going to do, putting me to 3 memory. But unfortunately for my opponent, it's just enough. Like that, this deck is just so broken that like all I need is just enough memory to make a GrandisKuwagamon, and like it's GG's. So anyways, we're just going to move out the Okuamon. Of course, when it would digivolve into Insectoid, you can trigger the effect of our opponent's Digimon will lose a memory if they are suspended. So we're going to go ahead and go GrandisKuwagamon, and then pop the memory boost here. We're going to also Digiburst too, so we're going to Digiburst the Lalamon plus the Weedmon here. Unfortunately, only have 4 materials, so I definitely do want to keep the Piercing inherited from the Okuamon. So I'm actually just going to opt for Sec Attack plus 1, and then of course Lalamon is going to go back to our hand. Weedmon is going to grant us an extra memory. Grandis is going to be Digivolve for a cost of 1. On Digivolve, you get to suspend something, and then if it's attacking, you get some other bonus effects. So we're going to suspend the Dorugray, gain another memory, of course, off of the Okuamon effect, and then probably just going to start swinging. So we are 16,000 swinging into the Dorugreymon there. It probably would have been smarter to detach the Yokomon just to play around the Oryuken in security, but we're just going to pierce over unsuspend because of Grandis' effect, and in doing so you get to suspend Digimon on your opponent's field for some reason, and we're just going to go ahead and swing over the Dorumon, hitting, we hit the UG in security off of the first couple checks, and swing over the Dorumon, and then checking 2 more security. So we are just so in head in terms of like aggro. Our opponent has a rookie in the back, that's it. 1 security left to his name, and really not a whole lot else he can do. Got 3 memory to work with, so we are just going to play an X antibody Kokuamon to reveal the top 3 cards, grabbing us probably one of the machines or insects there. So we're going to grab the Kuwagamon X, putting the rest at the bottom of the deck, and then we'll be able to choke our opponent to 1 since he does not have a memory tamer. So going to just Digivolve the Kabuterimon, putting our opponent to 1. Of course, going to be able to go to 2, and then drawing an extra card off of the UG, possibly 4 with the black memory boost, but even with that, not sure there's too much you can do. Gonna go to the Dorugreymon there, possibly maybe see the Dex Dorugreymon, or the purple black one, whatever that card's called, because I believe it evolves for 0. But he also does, have the potential blocker here. Of course, blockers are useless against the GrandisKuwagamon because it just suspends everything and can pierce over them, and it's really just not fair, guys. If you can't tell, I like, even though I'm playing this deck, I really do not like this. I think it's just a little bit too crazy. Anyways, our opponent's going to go ahead and pop that memory boost to play another one, choking me to 1. That's about all he can do, and then just going to grab the Alphamon or the Oryuken off of that reveal there. The Alphamon's going to hand, and then the rest are going to bottom. So we're going to unsuspend our Digimon, draw, hatch, just for the sake of formalities, and then going to go ahead and swing the security with our Grandis here, checking the last security card. Is it anything we can deal with? We couldn't, block here, but of course the Grandis does have piercing. Regardless, it's going to get suspended and anyway, so we're just going to go ahead and swing for game. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.